What's going on, everyone? This is Lee Primo of Eat Healthily, and this is week 18 of the 1 year No Restriction Experiment. What I'm here to talk about you guys today is the 20 bar, which Isabel sent me this week. I went ahead and tasted them. They actually tasted pretty good, and I'll talk a bit more about that in my blog in a bit more detail. As you can see, here's the package for it. This is the chocolate version. Pretty good. Another thing I'd like to talk about this week is BMI, realistic expectations of BMI, and what a lot of people think of when they hear BMI and their own body self-image. This is the part of the video where I'll talk about trying the Joyland 20 bars. Like I mentioned earlier, Isabel sent me the chocolate and the banana flavor, and I had about 5 bars of each. So what I did yesterday is I ate nothing but the chocolate and banana bars. I had 7 bars. The day before that, I tried 3 of them, and the taste was really good. It's been a while since I've had anything salty because the shakes don't have much salt in it, and the 20 bars have a bit more salt. Now, they're not over your limit, but they had more than I had before. So the first bar I tasted was quite salty, but then the rest after that tastes normal. I did some blood readings on that, and it seemed I did see an improvement, but it was only 1 day of readings as opposed to other times it's been many days, so it's kind of hard to gauge exactly what the long term, just off that 1 day, would be with those bars. I do think they did a good job of designing the bar. It has a solid structure, the taste is good, and it didn't leave too bad of an aftertaste, as I know with some of those type bars usually do. So that about it I definitely liked. So, the first topic of this week, BMI, that's body mass index. Before I began the experiment, I weighed about 80 kilos, and for my height and weight, technically I was overweight. But the issue is, a lot of people seem to look at me and seem to think I'm way too skinny. I've had a lot of people comment, people who have studied, let's say, physiology, they say, wow, you're too skinny for how you are, how you look. But the actual, according to the BMI, I'm actually in the perfect range. So I think people should keep this in mind when they refer to BMI. People are pretty different in the way their body shapes come and go. And the issue, I think, sometimes with BMI is sometimes they don't account for, let's say, muscle mass or things like that. So a good example of that was I was in the military, and we had to exercise quite often. And my BMI was, again, in the overweight range. But I don't think, overweight myself. I had a lot more muscle mass than I do now. So BMI is not a perfect system, but the issue, and coming back to it again, is the body image, I think. The way people see themselves. A lot of ads and show, they say women should be absolutely skinny with big butts and then big boobs. This isn't a realistic standard, in my opinion. A woman's body is supposed to have a certain amount of body fat. So please, if you're a woman, and keep in mind you see all these commercials with these models who are size zeros, I don't think that's a realistic and healthy expectation for normal everyday life. And for men as well. Men can also be skinny. Not every man has to be extremely muscular and this macho bravado type of build to them. That's another body image issue.
I got skills infinite, rap styles I'm bringing it. Repeating the chorus till everybody's singing it. I'm bringing it to the table, you know I'm capable to stay stable while the situation's near the fatal. Give MCs a flat line, but I'm a 50-50 face grind. Need makeup to shine, but make up your mind. Throw a rhyme at you, better make sure you catch it.